Hey folks, welcome to Calvin's Got Game. Today I'm doing my video on games I enjoy playing that start with the letter W. Last video was the games I enjoy playing with the letter V. Had a few comments, I'd like to mention those. Ludwig Misses says they like the Viscounts of the West Kingdom. And then Mark Patuka likes Vinyl. So Vinyl is a game I'm interested in trying. Viscounts of the West Kingdom as well. I'd like to try it as well. But Vinyl is something that really intrigues me, the records and stuff like that. Getting albums and bringing them into your collection. I'm a big music lover, period. But, I've been a DJ in my past life, some of the jobs I had early in my life. So I enjoyed doing that. So music is a big part of my life. So vinyl would be something I would like to take a look at for sure. So before I get on with my W games, the games I enjoy playing start with the letter W. Guys, I'd like to ask you to please subscribe. I know it's been a little bit since I put out a video. I now can see out of my right eye finally after my last eye surgery, which is great. Thank you. Thank the Lord for that. I appreciate all the prayers and the thoughts that were given in the comments. I appreciate each and every one of them. And I thank you so much for my friends checking on me. So I am good to go. Still a little bit blurry, but that should hash out here in the next couple of weeks. So things are looking up. I'm excited about being able to make more videos and feeling like making more videos. It's kind of hard when you can't see out of one eye and you're squinting to look at everything. So with that being said, I also want you to subscribe, watch the video all the way through, guys. That helps promote the video. You know how it works. Even if you just turn it on, walk away from it, that's up to you. But the more you watch of it, the better it helps me. And I sure would appreciate that help. Like I said, I'd like to get 500 subscribers up to 500 subscribers this year. Don't know if I'll do that, but I sure would like to do that. Anyway, so without any more promoting of the channel and all that, let's get to the games that I really enjoy playing. Let's start with the letter W. I only have 8 this time instead of 10, so it's 8 games that I enjoy playing. The number 8 is Word on the Street. Word on the Street is a word game. I'm not very good at word games. I'm not a fan of Scrabble. I played it, when I was a kid, played it a lot. Not a fan. Words are not my thing. I do speak, things like that. But, letter games, I suppose, are probably not my favorite. But Word on the Street is a fun game. You have these tiles in the middle of there's like a street, a couple of sides. It's a push and pull, tug, whatever you want to call it, tug of war game where you're trying to get the letters all the way over to your side. And once you do that, you'll get to collect the letter. If you collect so many letters, you win the game. But you have to come up with a word that has the letter in it or a phrase or something to move it over. So I found it to be rather enjoyable. The tiles in the game were really thick and heavy and, reminded you of pavement for a road or a street. So Word on the Street. It's a word game. If you like word games, I think you might like it. They're out of print. I think it was from Out of the Box Publishing. Whoever, I think that's right. I'm not sure. But anyway, I think it's out of print. If you can find a copy, pick it up. It's a fun game to play with your family. So that's Word on the Street, my number 8. Number 7 is Waterworks. Waterworks is an older game. I think you can still find it today in Target and Walmart and things like that. But Waterworks, you have to do so many cards to finish your water pipe. And the water pipe can't flow uphill. As you know, water doesn't flow uphill. So you have to build your pipeline to where it can flow from the faucet to the spigot. And you're laying these pipe cards through, and some of your opponents can lay a card over top of it if it's not a copper pipe, if it's a lead pipe where it leaks. And you have to fix that leak before you can add any more cards to your faucet, to your line. And the person who gets the most cards, I think it's like 13 cards, and then adds their spigot, wins the game. But I always found it pretty fun. It has these cute little metal wrenches, and the cards go into this bathtub. I don't know if the new ones have that, but my older version has a bathtub where the cards set in it like a card holder where you draw out of one side and discard into the other. Guys, I enjoyed playing that with my family when I was younger. I still enjoy playing it today. It's just a fun game. If you guys can find a copy, an older copy would probably be best. But if you can find a copy of Waterworks, I think you'll enjoy it if you like small card games. That's my number 7. Number 6 is Walking in Burano. Now, Walking in Burano is a game where you're trying to lay down cards on this like boardwalk kind of thing, and you're trying to get certain things like potted plants or other things that go together, and you'll score points for such. It's pretty on the table. It's fun to do. So you're just trying to build your section, and everybody's working on their own. You're not adding to somebody else's. You're only working on your own, trying to make it the best. And you're drafting cards from the middle. I think it's a great game. Walking in Burano is pretty fun. If you like that sort of thing, if you liked, I can't think of the other one that was out there where you did it on a beach. I can't remember what that was called. But anyway, if you like those type of games where you're building a small tableau in front of you trying to accomplish maybe some cats on the windowsill or different color awnings or how many plants are here or there, you might like Walking in Burano. That's my number 6. Number 5 is kind of a newer game. It's called Whirling Witchcraft. And in Whirling Witchcraft, you're trying to make the other player's pot, I don't want to say explode, but overload it with certain ingredients. So you're trying to pass ingredients around the table by doing these spells, and whatever you do the spell of, you pass those ingredients to the next player, and if they overfill a certain amount, anyway, they'll lose something. It's been a while since I played it, but Whirling Witchcraft is really fun. My wife had a great time with it, so I'm sure it'll be hitting my table again really soon. My number 5 is Whirling Witchcraft. Number 4 is also an older game, probably back from the 1960s, probably 60s. It's called Y. It's called Alfred Hitchcock's Y. This is a game that I used to love to play as a young person, kid, adult, young adult, to where you're going around this like a haunted house and you're a detective and you're trying to figure out the murder, who was murdered, the ghost, the person that was murdered, the murder weapon, and why. So, but by doing that, it's not that you're looking at clues out of somebody's hand like in Clue or other games. You're actually building the ghost that was killed. And then you're building the murder weapon. And then you're finding a why. It's these question marks that have what happened. Jealousy, robbery, whatever it might be on the card. But you have to have all 3 in order to win, right? You have to have a ghost, a weapon, and a why. So you're going to these different rooms, you draw the top card, and you can only have so many cards in your hand. So eventually you have to start putting cards out around the board in a graveyard. And it's kind of a memory game because if you need that, you can go to the graveyard and select one of those cards. And if it's what you say it is, you can get it. If not, you have to put it back. So it's kind of a memory game as well, but you're trying to create these the ghost, the weapon, and the why. And the only one you don't have to do that with is the Alfred Hitchcock one. It has more cards that you have to try to find and collect. So other people may have them in their hand, not letting them go to the graveyard if they know you're going for Alfred Hitchcock. They may not put them in there. So it's kind of a difficult thing to accomplish. But if you accomplish, you only have to do one, and that's Alfred Hitchcock, and you win. So I really like this game. I know it's old roll and move, but I've had so much fun over the years. Lots of memories. So that's why Y is my number 4. Number 3 is World's Fair 1893. I really enjoy this game a lot. That's why it's my number 3. You're going around, it's set up as a Ferris wheel looking thing, and you're going around to these different areas collecting carnival events or fair events, you know what I mean? It could be any kind of stuff. It could be a livestock show. It could be a ride. It could be a carnival, whatever. And you're taking these cards, and you get points for having certain sets or certain things, and you get these tickets. It's just a fun game. I can't explain it real well, but I really enjoy World's Fair 1893. It's got a little Ferris wheel cart that goes around to keep track of the turns and all that. I just found it to be a really fun game. My wife and I play it quite a bit. We enjoy it a lot. So that's my number 3, World's Fair 1893. Number 2 is a hard to find game. It's out of print. It's called Walnut Grove. Walnut Grove is a game to where you're building out like a farm on top, and you go around. It's a rondel system game. So you're building out your own land mass and scoring points that way, and you score points around the rondel for certain things. It's a very interesting game. I've played it 2 or 3 times. My wife, I'm not sure she cares for it as much as I do, so it's a little harder for me to get to the table. But I do enjoy it. Well, I think Walnut Grove is a great game. So it's kind of, for me, it's kind of puzzling, choosing what land to take. Because the more land you have that matches, grassland or whatever, depends on what you can have. So I enjoy the game. I thought it was really good. So Walnut Grove is my number 2. My number 1 is Western Legends. Now, I don't own Western Legends. I've played it maybe 2 or 3 times. I would like to own Western Legends at some point, but I just had to pull the trigger on buying it. But I love the concept, and I enjoy playing it, to be in a Wild West setting or a Western setting and be able to do what I want. I can go rob a stagecoach, I can rob a bank, I can rustle cattle. I can be a good guy. I can go arrest the bad guys. I can put them in jail. I can gamble at a saloon. I can do whatever I want to score points and get money through this game. I can just be a cowboy, right? I can just play a game that has a great theme and has a great sandbox feel, and that's Western Legends. My number 1, Western Legends. Guys, I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you enjoy all my videos. And I would love to hear what your favorite W game to play is. What you enjoy playing. I would love to hear that. Also, if you would like, subscribe, share this video. I'd appreciate that as well. And like I always say, get a board game to the table. Spend time with your friends and your family. And thank you for watching Calvin's Guide Game.